Here, when you take a look at the languages of the world, especially inflectional languages like English, okay, Dutch, Norwegian, remember these languages? These are all inflectional languages. Th is a sound. I think you are happy when you say, this is understandable. But when you say, I think you are happy, this means ben teneke, mutlusunuz anlamına gelir. So you have to be very careful. Its voice for the is a problematic issue in many cases. This is a book, you say. But in many cases, this is a book comes out. You know, semi-educated people do this. And this R is not known, really. This R is American R type. Sister. Where is your sister? I can't hear this sound in your speech or in my student's speech. And the other one is In my research at MEB, Milli Eğitim Bakanlığı, 60% of English language teachers all say, all articulate this sound as ink. Where are you going in the morning? Morning. Wrong? Yes, morning. And the other one is what? What? Okay? The mother is wet. Understand? The mother is wet, we say in place of wet. Wet is a short form of veterinarian. Veteriner. So the meaning totally changes. Another one is li type and l type. Listen to this sound now. L. I will kill Bill on the hill. This is the right articulation. But in many cases, we hear this sound. This sound is lambda, Greek lambda. I will kill Bill on the hill. Is that correct? So, good pronunciation is a characteristic point for many foreign language teachers. According to the researchers, students cannot hear these sounds correctly due to the pushback effects from Turkish. They can't hear these sounds, the audio forms. And that's why, in order to analyze this situation, I use this auditory stimuli technique. Auditory stimuli. The sounds that you see over here, this is the chart, consonant chart of English. So the circled ones in red, they are problematic. When you take a look at the lower chart, which is the Turkish one, 2006, a very recent chart over here. When you take a look at these, you see several pushback effects from here to here, from here to here, so that many Turkish students cannot articulate these sounds properly because they can't hear them. There's no reading technique in your head. Now, you are English, I am Turkish. When we speak, the sounds go back like this, come to the front, go back like this, so you have a very, very terrible situation. You understand this pushback effect? You want to say correctly in English, but your Turkish takes its position in a wrong way. The result is not good pronunciation and intonation. Some people study these, but I studied this position in the following research questions. I had my students at University. All right? I had my students. You see, these are the consonant forms. These are the consonant forms, my dear friends. Buna ne oluyor?
11 saniye sonra
Gelecek.
devreye girecek. Şu anda jeneratör devreye girmektedir.
Peki. Right. So this is the chart. This is the questionnaire form. I prepared it, and 3 important phoneticians also perused the questions and they say that, okay, you can apply this. So this was some kind of, yes. Now here, take a look at my first question. Now listen to me. Can you have this? Ne şanssızlık ya. Uzun iş. Right. Five alternatives. I say, what is this IPA sound symbol over there in the five alternatives? Which one? A, B, C, D. You understand? So they choose this. And this way, I understand whether they hear the sound correctly or incorrectly. Here, the case is, remember, I think you are happy. I think you are happy. I am a thinker. Ben bir filozofum. I am a thinker. Ben bir tenekeciyim. So you have two different sounds over there. Therefore, I analyze the sounds within my research questions, my dear friends. And in the first research question that we encountered, the probability issue, whether this...
Hocam projeksiyon uyumlu.
Right. Now, what is the general success of my students? Before the pretest, the result was 57.8%, but after the post-test, the result was 71%. Generally, all of my students. Is this an acceptable situation? Ufuk University, Department of English Language Education, would 75% acceptable? Be careful, these people will be English language teachers, professional English language teachers. Would 75% be acceptable? Moderate way. You understand? Because these students should talk at least at the level of near native life, without any accentuated English. 71% is a passing grade at Ufuk University. So they pass. But they may not be really managing students. Another research question, is there a meaningful difference between pre and post tests? When you take a look at the statistics, the relationship is meaningful. And then when we take a look at which sounds are really problematic, the li and then l sound. Remember the song li are. Remember that song? This sound over here. Greek lambda. Kill. I will kill you. Wrong. Kill, which is the right form here. Dark L, we call it in foreign language learning and teaching. In general, the sounds in terms of categorical percentage, y sound, you see the percentage over here. Th sound, see the percentage over here. W sound, see the percentage over here. Sound. Morning. The percentage is over here. Acceptable? Acceptable. And then this sound. Milton. Milton. Remember the word Milton? Okay. Button. What is button? Şaşırdınız? Button means düğme. It's American English. Button. British. Which dialect are you using? British or American or Canadian or Hong Kong English or Australian? So you're going to stick to one dialect first so that you can be understandable by your students. And then this R sound. Please try to use this American R consistently. This R sound exists in the Black Sea region. Around Rize, some people say. Did you hear the sound? This American root. What happened? When did the Americans come here to teach it? No, it's naturally developed dialect over there. Did you hear some people here?
Clear.
Yes, that's American root. I would like to hear that sound in your speech as well. But you use this sound, this sound, British sound over here, this is the British sound. Era, for example. I have an era. At the end of the words, r is never articulated, but in the middle of the words, this r sound takes place. I can't hear this either. So which r are you using? You are using Turkish r. You have no right to speak English with Turkish consonants. Otherwise, you are a bad teacher. Be careful. You are a bad teacher. If you misuse this a sound over there, that's our next topic. You say you are a bad teacher. What? You are a bad teacher. Bad means kötü. Bad. Yapmak demek. Yapılan bir hocasınız anlamına gelir. Yes, it's a book. This is serious. This has happened in many cases. Okay, and then this li sound. See the audibility of this percentage over here. And then clear and darker audibility. The problem over here is that the kids cannot hear properly. And that's why they cannot produce, how shall I say, categorical perception of sounds. So you have to hear them first. Look, can a deaf person speak?
No.
Articulatory? No. But sign language?
Yes.
What did I say? Yes.
I'm friends.
You remember? Yes.
Yes.
I'm your friend, I said, in sign language. We are not teaching English through sign language. Oral, auditory language. When you take a look at these, my dear friends, see the percentages. These are the problematic sounds for the school of Ufuk University, first year students with pre-intermediate background of English. It doesn't fit to be a language teacher. So we have to improve their level. This American r, sister, brother, my sister is here, American English. My sister is here, British English. Do it consistently. This the sound. Brother, brother, mother, mother, other. You have to see the other students. Ne dedim? Türkçe'ye çevirin.
Diğer öğrencileri görmelisiniz.
Bravo. Diğer öğrencileri görmelisiniz. Bir sözcük. U-T-T-E-R. Utter. U-T-T-E-R. Ne demek biliyor musunuz çocuklar? İnek memesi. Bu kadar korkunç hatalar oluşuyor konuşmada. Duyamadığımız için. And this is the problem. Ne olur şu, this deyip durmayın olur mu? This is a book. This is a book. Bring your finger to your lips.
Okay.
Open up your mouth. Stick out your tongue. Lick your finger. Close your mouth. Bite your tongue. And in that position. Dilinizi ısırın. Remove your finger. That's the case. Bu şekilde konuşursanız Now I'm speaking in Turkish interdentally. Neden biliyorsun? O şekilde konuşanı sokmuyor mu yani? If you have a traffic accident, if you have a problem with your bony structures, this is an unnatural speech. All right. Altogether, my dear friends, when you take a look at the conclusion, we understand that my students improved from 57% to 71% plus, and the result is so with the consonants. They can't hear, they can't produce, and then what will happen? They can't transcribe the words. Do you have dictionaries? Are there phonetic writings over there? They can't read them. And then the result will be a fiasco. In a parallel situation with this, my dear friends, without taking much of your time, I did the same thing with the vowels in English. When you take a look at the vowels as a comparison, look at the vowels over here, look at the chart. Listen, again, categorical vowel production. E, E. A, A. Let me hear it. Man. Man. Back. Back. Back. But you say back. Back means sırt yeri. Back means kaka. Bad means kötü. That means yatak. I had a bad friend. I have a bad friend. My friend is bad. But you say I have a bad friend. Bana ne? Bak, gerçek anlamı anladınız. Kötü. Bunlar native speaker'lar duyarsın ağzınızda gülmek yaparlar, şaşırırlar, böyle güçmez, yanlış anlayacağınızı düşünürler. Yani bir affedersiniz adamlar. İncesini bozarsınız adamlar. That's why you have to be very careful. When you compare these, bakın high, mid, low, vowel heights. Ağzınızın içinde 3 bölüm var. Bu tarafta da öyle. U. You use u. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do. The short form is do. Foot. Book. Look situation, the categorical situation. And then O. Let's go. But we say let's go. As an English teacher, this is bad. But the students can do it. They may use this, but still they can't find good jobs, well-paying jobs because of bad pronunciation and intonation. All right. So when you take a look at this O sound and this sound, how do you say ish in English? Job. This is American English, and this one, job, British English. Shop, British, shop, American. When you compare these 3 vowel heights with Turkish e, ü, a, o, u, because 3 vowel heights in English, 2 vowel heights in Turkish, we confuse them, and therefore we can't see the similarities and differences between English and Turkish consonantal vowel chart. This is again a problematic issue in terms of perception. Some other people studied it, but I studied it through a categorical assimilation process to make the students knowledgeable about the situation. More or less the same situation with the production level. These are the consonant vowels of English. I prepared this 12 question forms, and then gave it to 3 other phoneticians. I said that, look, I'm gonna use this as a hearing device. I'm gonna articulate it in class. For example, I'm gonna say, take a look at the first question. Which one is the answer? Which one?
B.
Correct. Did you all know this? Tamam, öğrenci bir diyor oraya yazıyor, tamam mı? Ben de bunları topluyorum. Bir de ikinciyi yapayım bakayım bir. Zaten yanıt orada bol mark olarak verilmiş diye söylüyorum. Here. Yanıtayla gelmiş oluyor. Öğrenci bunları hazırlıyor. And then I just use SPSS 20 to calculate the correct grades. Take a look at the first hearing test with my students. See the percentages with each sound. This doesn't matter. After doing this pre-test for 3 hours, I did intensive pronunciation teaching in terms of auditory material. I use electronic dictionaries, remember? Speaking dictionaries. I use the robots in text-to-speech. Remember robots in text-to-speech? Okay? Now, if you get into the internet and take a look at write down text-to-speech lab, and there are some programs over there, and then you tickle on them, and then you get the native speaker next to you. Whatever you write, he or she speaks. Whatever you have, it's a very good teaching material. So here you have this, there are robots over there. The robots read everything for you, so you prepare your text materials. I did all these technical details and heavy studies with my students. And then just like as the first test, I waited for 2 weeks. I waited. Why? They learned other things around. I gave the same test as a post-test for 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, I gave the same test as a post-test. Why? They shouldn't remember on anything. They should have memorized otherwise. You see what I mean? So that was a kind of democratic situation for capturing the correct learning. And then after the post-test, my dear friends, the calculations improved. But still, I, and had the lowest grades in terms of hearing. I is a short I sound. Bit, hit, shit, bit, hit. I was about to say that word. S-I-S-H-I-T. Bit, hit. Chili. Chili. All right? And then the other one. The other one, ah sound. Biology. Can you hear this ah sound in the word? In the word biology, sociology, anthropology. Ah, job. Job. Okay? This ah sound. It's not easy to hear. Look at the percentage. 48 plus. And then shua. A little while ago, you couldn't remember almost the sound. It may be once in a word, or twice in a word, or 3 times in the same word, shua. It's impossible to hear it. Understandable. 2 times. Speakable 2 times. You can't capture easily. So the sounds that you have over there as I, and they were most problematic causing sounds to my students in terms of hearing. And take a look at the percentages. Would they fit 66%, 48%, 46%? Would they fit to an English language teacher? No. So there should be another remedial research, and that is another research, totally from this research. Therefore, my dear friends, audio hearing situation, audio studies can be improved this way so that the kids, my texts you see over there, DOI number over there, yes. Yes, and then the hearing test is over here. This way you improve. If you can't hear, you can't produce. As you see this in deaf people. Remember Jenny's story?
Yes.
Remember, yes, Jenny's story. She couldn't hear anything.
Can't speak in English.
Yes, not properly, right? How about another person? A deaf lady in the literature?
Singing?
Yes. So you have this hearing situation. You must hear it clearly. Nasılsınız? Ne dedim bakayım? You can't hear. So therefore, you have to improve these hearing strategies. then you can improve and use the IPA systems. What is IPA? International Phonetic Association. All languages in the world use these signs. And then you become an international teacher. My students, my kids, they had this pre-intermediate background, and then they gave me these errors. Still, I'm trying to improve them in the first year. Okay? We are gonna be on a lifelong learning process, and then we will improve ourselves. English language teachers can speak in 4 cases because of the errors that we have seen on consonants and on vowels. Number 1, native people. Native people. Very rare. Native-like speech. Us. Never become the native-like. Or near native-like. Remember near native-like? This is possible by education. Or today's situation in Turkey. Accentuated English. What are you doing, my friend? Type of studying and speaking. It's not good. So we're going to improve. Not all learning is pronunciation and can be accepted as intonation, but it is the carrier, pronunciation, together with intonation, to carry your information, your personality and your identity to the students and to the profession. That means that if you want to be a professional teacher, you're going to hear and then produce these problem-causing sounds for others. Thanks for listening. Korkmayın, telaffuzunuzu check etmeyeceğim.
Hocam ben bir soru sormak
Yes,
istiyorum.
sir.
Bu telaffuzda mesela eğitim, durum bir de fırsat hocam. Bu üçünün telaffuzu yanlış mı kullanıyoruz diye size sormak
Evet.
istedim de.
Education.
Yurt dışında ona education
Yok, education. Açık bakın transkripsiyonlar.
Evet, yok biz de öyle öğretiyoruz
Evet.
da ama mesela yurt dışında katıldığım bir kongrede oradaki natif hoca education dedi.
Ha, o hocanın kendi lehçesinin etkisi altında kalmasına olur. Örneğin, zafer. Mi? Zafer mi?
Zaten.
Zafer. O çocuk, mesela hoca devamlı zafer, zafer belgeli, zafer belgeli.
Evet.
Siz affedersiniz, tabut mu, tabut mu? Kendi öz lehçesinde o olduğu için öz lehçesinde, ideolojisinde öyle söylüyor olabilir. Standard olarak bütün dünyada, bütün sözcüklerde hem İngiliz hem Amerikan okulunda education'dır. Ötekisi neydi hocam?
Education diyor.
Education, değil, education.
Yok, biz
Bir
de-
kere İngiltere'de bir İngiliz bayanla oturuyordu. Kadın bir koş deyip duruyordu, kaçtım yanına. İngilizce bir koşsa bir koş diyor. Almanya'ya gidin, ich liebe dich sözcüğünü bazı yerlerde ich liebe dich der. Şimdi doğrusu ne? Ich liebe dich. Ich nicht dich. Bu tür öz lehçelerden gelebilir. Ondan dolayıdır hocam.
Bir hocam ikisi de bir de durum bir de fırsat hocam. Situation bir de
Situation,
Evet.
opportunity.
Yani işte onu
American, opportunity American, opportunity British American karşı.
Hani evaluation'ı.
Evaluation. Bakın,
Evaluation.
opportunity,
Evet.
opportunity.
İkisi de doğru o zaman.
İkisi de doğru. Şöyle hocam, mutlaka bir lehçeye bağlı konuşmak zorundayız. Bir hocadan, bakın çocuklar, kızlar. Evet. Bir hocadan schedule sözcüğünü duyuyor.
Evet.
Nedir?
Plan, program.
Program.
Evet.
Öteki de schedule duyuyor.
Evet.
Schedule British, ötekisi schedule
Evet.
American. Bir tanesini tutarlı olarak kullanalım arkadaşlar.
Evet.
Daha da sonra bunları öğretelim ayrıca. O başka
Bizim
türlü yolu
öğrencilerimiz mesela geliyor, ben bir şey söylüyorum, işte hocam biz bunu böyle duymuştuk. Halbuki ikisi de doğru yani.
İşte doğru. Birisi
Anlatamıyoruz
bir lehçe.
ama.
Tabii.
Yani.
Birisi bir lehçe, birisi
Evet.
bir lehçe. Mesela bakın. Industry. Bazı lehçede industry olarak çıkıyor.
Evet.
Belki siz de industry diyordunuz değil mi?
Evet.
Doğru. Industry anlamında. Oldu mu? Bu şekilde bakarak. Yani ben bir telaffuz aşıklısı değilim. Ama gerçeği şu, mesleği yürütmek için düzgün konuşursanız öğrencileriniz sizi tapacak kadar severler. Mesleğe ısındırırsınız ve onlar güzel öğretmen olurlar. Helal para kazanırlar. Kötü telaffuzla İnce öğretirseniz kazandığınız maaş helal olmaz. Yanlış öğrettiğiniz zaman doğru olmaz. Oldu mu arkadaşlar? Başka sorusu olan var mı? Peki, teşekkür ederim.